Alright, in this video we're going to do coordinate conversions, and we're going to be converting from a rectangular coordinate to a polar coordinate. Alright, we're going to be converting from rectangular form to polar form, and the goal is to give three different polar names, one with a negative radius. So we're going to use the same rules we've done before, but first we got to convert, okay? So right now it's in XY form, rectangular, right? We want it in polar form, which is radius theta form. All right, so we're going to use these equations to help us convert. Okay, so first is going to finding r. R is simply the x coordinate squared plus the y coordinate squared. Okay, and that's r squared. So the square root of 3 squared plus 1 squared. Hopefully you know that's 3 plus 1, which is 4. So r squared is 4. That means r is plus or minus 2. All right, because the radius can be positive or negative. You know that. Okay. So to find theta, I'm going to take x and y divided by x. So the tangent of my theta is y, negative 1 over the square root of 3. Now I have to rationalize this. Okay, so what's asking me is, okay, where is theta square root of 3, negative square root of 3 over 3? Well, if you remember, where is the tangent negative? It's down in quadrant 4, and that would be where theta is, it's a pi over 6 angle, so that angle, that's 11 pi. Okay, so yeah, it is 11 pi over 6, but remember when we do inverse tangent, we don't call it by that name in quadrant 4, we would call it negative pi over 6. Okay, so we're going to call that negative pi over 6, and that'll make our numbers better as we go along. So for my first point, okay, my radius is 2, my angle is negative pi over 6. All right, for the second point, you're going to take your radius just like it was, take your angle, and add 2 pi. Okay, so for me, that means I'm going to take negative pi over 6, and I'm going to add 2 pi. Well, 2 pi with the denominator 6 looks like 12 pi over 6. So that's r stays the same. So negative 1 plus 12 is 11 pi over 6. Okay, so for the third polar point, I'm going to take negative r, and then I'm going to take theta and add a pi. All right, so if theta is negative pi over 6, and I add 1 pi, 6 pi over 6, that gives me 5 pi over 6. So that would be negative 2, and then 5 pi over 6. Okay, so you're using the same principles we did a couple lessons back to find our new points. All right, let's try another one. Negative 5, negative 5. So r squared will be negative 5 squared plus negative 5 squared. All right, well that's 25 plus 25, or 50. So I'm going to have to take the square root of r squared. So r will be plus or minus the square root of 50, but remember that can be reduced. That's 25 times 2. 25 is a perfect square, so really this is plus or minus 5 square roots of 2. That is my r value. All right. So for tangent, I have negative 5 over negative 5, which is positive 1. So where's my inverse tangent? Positive 1. So tangent's either quadrant 1 or quadrant 4. Remember, if it's a 1, it's the pi over 4 angle. So that's our angle. All right. So for point number 1, our first answer would be 5 square roots of 2, and our angle is pi over 4. Point 2, radius stays the same. To get my new angle, I take pi over 4, and I'm going to add 2 pi. So that looks like denominator's 4, then this would be 8 pi. So that means my angle is 9 pi over 4. Point 3, I make my radius negative, and I'm going to take my angle, and I'm simply going to add 1 pi. So that's 4 pi over 4. So that gives me 5 pi over 4. All right? So there's my 3 points. All right, last example, same idea. R squared equals 0 squared plus negative 5 squared. 0 squared is 0, negative 5 squared is 25. So that means r is plus or minus 5, right? Okay, the tangent of theta is y over x. Uh-oh, That's undefined. So where is your tangent value undefined? Well, notice that's where the x values are undefined. So x values are undefined right along here, aren't they? Okay, so let's look at, if I graphed this point, if it's -5, that would be really down here, wouldn't it? So what is that angle? Well, that's 3 pi over 2. Or if we're doing inverse tangent of an undefined angle, that means we could use 3 pi over 2. So let's just start with that. But we'd really call it negative pi over 2, right? Remember, we changed the name, negative pi over 2. So for my first polar point, it would be 5 negative pi over 2. The second polar point, radius stays the same. I take negative pi over 2, and I'm going to add 2 pi. So that would be 4 pi over 2. So that's 3 pi over 2. Right? And then for my third point, the radius becomes negative. And for theta, I'm going to take my angle, and I'm going to add a pi, which is 2 pi over 2. So it's positive pi over 2, which makes sense because tangent would be undefined up here too. All right, so there's my 3 points. I hope it's getting easier with each example, and we'll go over it some more in class.